Sunseekers, we did it! We made it through winter. Oh my God, today's gonna feel kind of like a Friday at the Beach House Beach Bunker. Oh yeah, it's the first day of spring. Spring came in at 4:01 a.m. We are 3 hours into it, and it is already fantastic. We'll take a look at your first spring forecast. We'll also talk about all the things we love about spring. Winter is in the rear view mirror. Yeah. Happy Thirsty Thursday, too. We're going to talk flowers. We're going to talk grass. We're going to talk potholes. And, of course, we'll get some regularly scheduled beach time. Andrea's in Cuba. She's at the beach right now. We'll get some beautiful waves into your morning. Hello. Happy spring. Happy first day of spring. I do have some sad news. For those who like to travel south of the border, we've got news this morning that more and more Canadian airlines are canceling travel to the United States. It's not just travelers anymore. We've got the details on that coming up on the show. So if you had a trip planned to Vegas or Florida, or maybe thought New York might be in the works for you, that might have to be rethought, as more and more airlines are seeing Canadians cancel trips into the U.S., and so therefore they're canceling their flights altogether. We'll tell you which airlines are doing that coming up on the show today. Also, oh my God, I found a new show on Netflix. Holy cow. Wow. They're calling this The Next Baby Reindeer. Remember that show? Had everybody talking? Wow, this one is going to have everyone talking, probably more than Baby Reindeer, because it really captures the state of affairs of today's young people and social media and bullying, and it's a cinematographic masterpiece. I don't know how you cinematic, there we go. Cinematic masterpiece. They film each episode. I believe there's 4 in total, and they don't stop the camera. They do an entire hour, and it's so well done. We'll talk about it coming up on the show today. Also, the happiness rankings are out. Happiness rankings, yes. Which countries are the happiest? Are we a happy country? Canada. Where did we rank? And who is the happiest in our hemisphere? Who's the happiest in the world? What do they got going on? When do cocktails start? Why are they so happy? We've got that coming up on the show today. 7 snacks that have been quietly shrinking in size. You probably noticed this. We'll discuss. And guess who's back on Monday? Guess who's back on Monday? Your friends and mine are federal politicians. Yes. Now, provincially, there's a budget coming out today, so they've got the purse open and they've got the stacks of cash. They'll be doing this, hoo-hoo, little for you, hoo-hoo, little for you, hoo-hoo. And our favorite friends are back at work on Monday. Talk about, I don't know if the break was long enough for them. You know, their last day of work, I was checking this out, last day of work in Ottawa was December the 17th. I don't know. They say that it takes a week to just unwind. I mean, I think it's the first time in my working life I've ever seen a group of working people take an entire season off, because it's the first day of spring and the first day of winter was on December the 20th. So they took the winter off. There's been no one in Ottawa in the Parliament for the entire winter, but they're back on Monday. But the Prime Minister can't even be there. He has to sit with the tourists. I'll explain. It's funny stuff coming up. Only in Canada. Only in Canada. Well, let's take a look at these roads. Oh, our leprechaun can go bye-bye. Look at this. Oak Lake is working. Shh, no one move. If it jiggles, the cord comes undone. You can tell it's budget day today. They got it fixed. They don't look at that. There's our roads. And we're starting to see more of that early morning sun. Of course, it's equinox, meaning we have got equal time of daylight and nighttime. And now we move into the glorious 6 months, I call it. The glorious 6 months. Because as of tomorrow and for the next 6 months, the daytime is longer than the nighttime. And we get spoiled in these parts. We make up for the January and July when we've got nighttime till like 10, or daytime, till 10, 11 o'clock at night, and we've got golf games going on in the late evening. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. So this is just going to be great. Now, as far as the forecast goes, not an awesome start to spring. We've got a wind chill even this morning. We're at minus 11, feels like minus 13. Sunshine today, better than yesterday, plus 2. We topped out at 0 yesterday, and it's going to be cold tomorrow. There's no two ways about it. Minus 9 for the high. But we've got some nice temperatures to start the week next week. As those politicians go back, that's what it is. They're kind of like the groundhogs. They don't want to be cold. They want to make sure the sun has come out. 2 Monday, 3 Tuesday, 3 on Wednesday. So long to the snow. So long, snow. As the snowpack continues to disappear. Happy first day of spring, Westman. Oh, the greens, the flowers, the running water. What do you love about spring? We're going to talk about that this morning. First, we have got to say good morning and welcome to spring. And welcome to the show about food and fun places and the mayhem of life. Welcome aboard. It is good to see you. Let's get into some quick good mornings so we can get on with the show. Oh, I love spring. I love it. Just love the smell of spring, notwithstanding the doggy nuggets that may have gotten missed through the winter. But the running water and just the air itself, windows open, fresh air coming through. Yeah. In chat this morning to say good morning, we got Pebbles and Polar Bear and Road Reverend all on Twitch this morning with MJ. Janine is on Facebook. Richard's here on Facebook. Good morning. We got Rhonda on TikTok this morning. Christina, Patrick, and Grant. Good morning, gang. Nice to see you this morning. Cindy is here on Twitch along with Quentin and Tracy Roger. And Zumba Bernice to say hello, spring. Brody, Moby, Hawkins, John, and Grant are all on TikTok this morning. Good morning, you guys. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Nick is here on Facebook to say good day, happy spring. There's lots of flower emojis in chat. Flowers and sunshine. And we did it. We did it. We made it through winter. It is gone. There will be some people who are sad about that, though, and I respect that. And I kind of envy it, actually, because in this part of the world we get 4 seasons, or as I call it, 1.5, winter and then a little bit of the rest. But if you're able to enjoy it, embrace it, I'm jealous because I have a tough time. Thus this show, and thus the Sun Seekers, and thus we're kind of one half entertainment and one half support group, so that we can trudge through the cold and the snow and the ice and the wind chill and the school cancellations. And hi Penny and hi Kathy. Winter's done. We did it. We got through it. Jody on Facebook, good morning. Pebbles, oh boy, she loves those emojis. What is it called, Tyler? Well, it's coming up on the show. It's amazing. It's incredible. It's amazing and awesome, and you got to stick around to find out the details. It's called teasing you so that you don't take off on me. You know what I'm saying? Hi, James. Bill T. Hey, good morning, Bill. Good morning, Zill. Good morning, Zill. Good morning, Bill. Bill is on TikTok. Zill is on Twitch. Polar Bear says, hello to spring. Goodbye, winter. Indeed. Nick says, something tells me that Pebbles is a little excited about spring arriving. She just likes these emojis. It's a new toy. And she likes the beach ones. She likes the flowers. She's just an emoji fan. Nick says, anybody else think that leprechauns are just elves who got fired from Santa's workshop for drinking on the job? Perhaps. Molly's starting to see some green grass already. She is enjoying spring air and green grass. Wait a second. It never really snowed where she is. Oh, we still got snow. Still lots and lots of snow. Someone once said, though, liquid gold in these parts because we're big into agriculture. We grow a lot of food here, so that's good. Now we like the snow. Now because it's disappearing. It's, when you're in the fourth quarter, you're like, yeah, it was good. The snow was good. It's nice to have the moisture. When we're getting hammered with snowstorms, we're like, this snow. Ow, 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 ow. Old Chickie's here. Good morning, Old Chickie. Trev Webb is here, too. Happy spring to you, Trev Webb. Happy spring, everybody. Happy spring, Charlie and Fitz. And also to Tina on TikTok this morning. Hello. Hello, spring is finally here. Yes, indeed. Good morning. Hello, spring. Lillian's here on Facebook to say good morning. Hello. Oh, Trev says a little foggy on the drive into Brandon today. Something we'll keep an eye on. We did have some fog earlier on in the week. We can see a little bit there in Austin, actually. I'm just going to give a quick check to Manitoba 511 and see if we've got anything interesting happening on the roads as far as visibility goes. Any warnings, anything like that? No, it's all up around Roblin. Roblin, Gilbert, Plains, Inglis has got visibility concerns. Other than that, things are generally pretty good on the highways today. Thanks for that, Trev. So, little foggy. Watch out for the fog. Watch out for the fog. Oh, deer, says Trev. Like deers? No deer. No deer. All right. Well, deers are bad. Unless you're in the auto body business, then deers are good. But we want everybody to be safe. So safe travels today. And hey, thanks for being here on this first day of spring. Lots to get to this morning, as always. And so I appreciate it. We're going to be on all platforms for hour one of the show. That is Facebook, YouTube, and X, and TikTok and Twitch, and then we move exclusively to Twitch for hour two of the show. That is for VIPs only. I'm sorry. I apologize. That's the way it rolls. But thing is, you could be a VIP too. All you need to do is get a Twitch account. What are you waiting for? You get a user handle. You can jump into chat like Pebbles or Trev Webb or Molly or I was going to say Lillian, but no, Lillian's on the Facebook. Like Richard. They're on the Facebook. The Book of Face. Nope. You need to have a Twitch account. So you can watch the first hour of the show, but hour two is for Twitch folks only. So Tracy says it's the only time I'm the VIP. Oh, come on now. You're always a VIP. Extra special VIP for hour two. At this time in the morning, we do yesterday's good thing. And we begin with Andrea because this was just seconds ago. Just seconds ago. Now, she sent one in from yesterday. I'll get to that in just a second, but I wanted to help start your day with this. This is amazing. Andrea is in Cuba. She says, good morning, Sunseekers, from Veradero, Cuba. Have a listen. Oh, that's what the show's about. Little food, little fun places. Veradero is fun. That is hardly relaxing at all. I think I'm going back to bed. Oh, man. Someone's having fun in Cuba. Now, the reason I mentioned that, even though it's technically today's good thing, was because yesterday, later in the day, Andrea sent this. This was some big, big waves. Look at that beautiful blue. Either way, nice way to start the day with some ocean wave. Smells a little windy, too. Beautiful. Beautiful. Someone's having a nice time in Cuba. Oh, man, that is nice. Nice. Beautiful sand there. That is a great GT. So it doesn't have to be a trip. It could be something big. It could be something small. We would like to hear them all this morning to get started on a positive note. So just type in GT. And then let it rip this morning. Yesterday's good thing. What happened to you yesterday was great. I did some pork chops yesterday. Me and Dizzy sharing some pork chops. It was so awesome. Now, it wasn't the warmest day, but boy, a barbecued pork chop is totally underrated. Totally underrated. Sometimes, if you do it right, it's almost as good, if not better, than a steak. And I loved it. It was good. Very, very good. Some porky chops was the highlight of my day yesterday. Nick's GT, I had a Subway post game last night, especially a chicken bacon ranch. Ooh, that sounds delightful. Very good. Ryan says, oh, Cuba, I remember Cuba. First time on the Starjet. Yeah, I can't believe that we were able to broadcast out of there. That we were very lucky. They're pretty they're sticky about that stuff. It's a communist country, and I was rather surprised that they gave us permission to do that. I mean, what are we going to say? What are we going to do? We're pretty benign, but boy, that was pretty cool. It was a lot of fun. This is from Tosh. Of course, she's always got some stuff for us, and this is the kids who got the bikes out, training wheels on. Helmets on and out on the bike paths, enjoying themselves. Having a good time on the bike paths. And we are going to see more of this. More and more biking. That is a good thing from yesterday. Boy, the kids have got to be excited about that. Winter is over. Put the sleds away and get the bikes out. Yeah, get the bikes out, baby. It's springtime. It is springtime. All right. What other good stuff do you got for me? Oh, and Richard says GT had some good visiting time with a friend yesterday and bought him or her a coffee. I don't know if it's a him or her, Richard. You got to let me know. Do. Roll up the rim into its final few days. Oh, boy. Get in there and buy your friend a coffee. They'll give you that first ride in a car, potentially, if you win it. Trev says that, he said he just saw his first motorcycle driving into Shiloh. I guess so. I mean, the roads are clear, and there's no reason why you can't, as long as you're dressed warmly, I guess. I don't think it'd be the warmest ride ever, but... Molly had an early night to bed, 9:30 instead of 10:30. I feel so much better. I do that once a week. I as part of my routine now, I do the early to bed once a week, and really it helps me get to Friday a lot easier. I think the older I get, that'll move to 2, and then a 3. And by the time I'm a senior citizen, I'll be having my supper at 4 o'clock, and it's time for the early bird special. It's time for the early bird special, and it's time to go nighty-night at 7 o'clock. Polar Bear says roll-up cups are starting to run out. Oh, no, I heard Winnipeg is down. Brandon still got. Oh, so you better hurry. The fun continues. Cindy said her GT made some sauerkraut pierogies yesterday. Oh, yeah, that's a good thing. And not a good thing for the plumbing, but it is a good thing for all the delicious Folks who love Ukrainian food, that's my favorite. I actually love sauerkraut pierogies. I almost prefer them to potato. I know I'm kind of weird, but they're delicious. Oh, and then after the bike ride, Pebble said they had hot dogs with bacon. Oh, that is a good thing. Richard said that when he went out for coffee, he actually did get... he did win a free coffee yesterday, so that is awesome. Congratulations. That's fantastic. Going to be a fantastic weekend to check things out up at the Elkhorn Resort and Clarso Nordic Spa. Again, coming up on Sunday is the art exhibition fundraiser for cancer care. That is on Sunday. Spring is here, so it's time to get on the road and get up to Clear Lake, Riding Mountain National Park. Check this out, the art exhibition fundraiser for cancer care, 1 o'clock on Sunday. Wellness Yoga Tuesdays continue with Shane. And coming up on the 27th, that is a week today, actually, wine tasting at the spa. That starts at 5 o'clock. It's just $85 plus taxes. Charcuterie board, Clarso Spa, wine. It really doesn't get any better than that. That's the way you welcome in spring in style. Go to this website for package details for you and your family. Maybe you're thinking of a staycation. elkhornresort.mb.ca. This weekend, spring test drives. Murray Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC, 1500 Richmond Avenue in Brandon. Get in there and test drive an EV. Put it through its paces, splash in some puddles. Get it a little dirty. They'd love to have you dirty up an EV at Murray's. And they want your questions regarding getting into an electric vehicle. The one thing that can't be questioned is the quality of the EVs. I mean, everyone loves the gas Equinox, the Blazers, the Hummers are legendary. Silverado is legendary in gas models. But now they've also given you the option of getting them as an EV. That's what makes them Westman's #1 EV dealership. This weekend, take one for a test drive at Murray GM, 1500 Richmond Avenue. And Tosh's picture of the sunrise yesterday, I let the sunrise people know that, man, we've got the Sunseekers take some pretty dang good pictures. And yes, Tosh is kind of our picture captain, but it was such a beautiful picture yesterday to put in the Manitoba photo contest, our Manitoba. That is the perfect example. And actually, Tosh Sunrise commented and said that was such a beautiful picture that you'd take it. Get in there. The grand prize winner receives a $500 one-year term deposit, front page placement on the Sunrise Credit Union calendar, and a large canvas of their print, and copies of the calendar to share with family and friends. Go to ourmanitoba.org. ourmanitoba.org, and then you'll get more information on this contest. But time is running out for you to enter. There's just 8 days left. And don't forget, they've got the residential mortgage rate on at 3.89% right now with our friends at Sunrise Credit Union. Yesterday's good thing. Oh, and Pebbles has good news on the medical front. Cousin is getting in for a procedure. That is good news, too. See, good vibes, more good vibes. Good vibes coming your way. Good vibes for your cousin. Hope everything goes well. Karen Johnson. Hi, Karen Johnson on Facebook. It's so nice to see you. Hi, Courtney on TikTok. It's nice to see you, too. Good morning. We're doing yesterday's good thing, where we talk about something from yesterday that was pretty awesome that happened to us. Yesterday's good thing. Maybe you heard from a friend that you hadn't heard from in a long time. Maybe you went somewhere and did something cool. I know that the folks who organized something called Smack the Jack, they had a good day yesterday because the Smack the Jack jackpot is almost at $250,000. This is put on. This is a charity thing done by Seniors for Seniors. And it's a game they play. I have no idea how this works, but kind of like the 50-50. I mean, $200,000 it's at. It's unbelievable. I don't even know how this thing works. But somebody is going to get $200,000. That's incredible. There's cards involved, and Seniors for Seniors Co-op, they deal with affordable housing for seniors. And it's one of those things where the dollar amount gets so high, you come off the bench. You're like, okay, that's it. I cave. What is this about? How do I get involved in this? Can you imagine? That's life-changing. That's a lot of money. And I look, they have not had a winner for months and months and months and months, and that's what happens. This is kind of like those Chase the Ace games. I remember out in, was it Nova Scotia or Newfoundland? It made the national news. They had like over $1 million. This little fundraiser. These people are doing a little fundraiser. It's like all of a sudden, no winner. And all of a sudden it climbs over $1 million. And then the lineup to get to it just snowballs, literally snowballs out of control. And then people are coming from far and wide. And then it gets bigger, faster, bigger. It becomes our own little local Powerball lottery. So anyway, we will... Okay, Ryan says you enter and wait for your name to be called. Then you go down and pick a card and they... I still don't understand. They'll explain it to me. So at least I got that part down. So you enter and wait for my name. So they'll call me and say, hey, Tyler, go down and pick a card. And if it's, so I go to the board maybe, so then I would say 17. And then if it's not there, it has to be the jack. Oh, I see. Now I think I got it. Co-op has got some, they're set up at Co-op. Of course, a sponsor of the Tyler Glen Show, and we thank them very much for that. Oh, no, you pre-pick your number when you get your tickets. See, it's a little confusing, but I don't know. It's worth my time. I have 250,000 or 230,000 reasons to at least, I want to help out the senior citizens. They got the co-op going on at the co-op. And, why are you looking at me like that? Like I need 200 grand. Who needs 200 grand? None of us need. We're all rolling it. Listen, we're all flush with cash. Nobody needs $200,000. What would you even do with something like that? Oh, my God. Join Andrea in Cuba, perhaps. Or the Grand Cayman Islands, because that's where we're going on our beach break today. And we are going to do that now. We'll be back in a moment. Canadian Airlines are canceling flights to the U.S. We'll give you the rundown coming up in the next little bit. Also, this new Netflix show. If you're a parent, you have to watch this show. I'm sorry. You've got to watch this show. It is huge. It's going to be the next baby reindeer, and we will discuss. Coming up on the show about food, fun places, and the mayhem of life. We're going to the Grand Cayman Islands for our beach break today. Hey, thanks for being here, guys. Oh, I'm mixing it up, Pebbles. I'm mixing it up. Where's your upbeat Beach Bunker lyrics? Well, not all of them can be singing. Like to mix it up a little bit. We'll put a singer on at 8 o'clock. How does that sound? It's early first day of spring, people are hitting the beach. Oh, someone's going for a swim. Out for a nice morning walk in the Grand Cayman Islands. A live shot, nice and calm there this morning. On this first day of spring, as we come back to southern Manitoba, we are seeing some sunshine too as these days continue to get longer. We've got equal parts daytime, equal parts nighttime. That's what the equinox is all about. And the daytime just gets longer and longer from here as we get closer and closer to our next season, which is summertime. Summertime. Oh, yeah. Summertime. We have got minus 11 degrees in Brandon with the wind chill minus 13. And we are expecting, plus 2 for a high today. Mix of sun and cloud tomorrow and colder with a high of minus 9. And then some snow possibly on the weekend, but nice next week. 2s and 3s and some sunshine. As we take a look at the forecast here, we don't have much on the radar. There's a little bit of light snow that could come in tonight from Saskatchewan. You can see it there in the bottom left corner. And welcome to spring. Yes, spring is here. It is finally here. It arrived at 4:01 a.m. local time this morning. Our new season is upon us. So excited. Ah, yes. All right. Okay, as we get you back into the beach bunker here. Okay, let's do it. Let's get into spring. What is the best part of spring? What is your favorite part of spring? We want to know this morning, what do you love about the season of spring? And Mary says, tulips poking their heads out of the ground. Tosh says, anything that starts to bloom. Cheryl says, robins and hummingbirds. Ronald said, when I first hear frogs. Marlene says, seeing Canada geese in the sky. Robins, blooming of trees. Don says, more sunlight. Ryan says, geese in the fields. And Kalinda says, so many birds. Watching my girls splash in puddles. Oh, splashing. They're kind of cold. Puddle splashing is kind of cold. You got to wait for it to be a little bit nicer. But as far as the temperatures go, yeah, I think that springtime is one of those times when, you're out there, you're enjoying yourself, you're enjoying the sunshine, you're enjoying everything that the season has to offer, the warmer weather, maybe that first cut of grass. Dress accordingly, says MJ. Another thing that has come past my desk, summertime events, this came from Beverly. This is a Ukrainian Easter sale fundraiser. Pierogi luncheon, cabbage rolls, pierogies, borscht, Ukrainian sausage, baking. This is on Saturday. This, too, is a fundraiser. Like to help out our fundraising friends. This is going to be at the Ukrainian Reading Hall. So if you're looking for some good Ukrainian kubasa, that's the place you want to get it. The Ukrainian Reading Hall at 1005 Assiniboine, Saturday, March the 29th. Again, cabbage rolls, pierogies, borscht, Ukrainian sausage, baking, and more. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, there's some of those pierogies. Oh, yeah. And this is a fundraiser, I believe, for Ukrainian dancing. Oh, kubasa. Kubasa. Ryan says that his favorite part of spring is heading back to the seasonal site. MJ finally ditching the winter gear. Cannot wait to ditch that winter gear. Absolutely. Absolutely. The snow pants are gone for the most part. You hate to jinx it. I mean, there could still be a snowstorm in the fort, usually around the Royal Manitoba Winter Fair. It is a winter fair at all. What are the hours of that sale? The hours of that sale are... let me just pull it up one more time here for you. The hours of that sale are 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday, Ukrainian Reading Hall. Pierogi luncheon and raffle table. So you'll smell, just follow the smell of butter and garlic. You'll just be, I smell butter. I smell garlic. What is happening here? It is a Ukrainian Easter sale, getting ready for Easter. Okay, so Canadian Airlines are starting to cancel flights to U.S. destinations. You've been seeing it likely in the news that a lot of Canadians have just said, you know what, we're going to take a break. We are not going to be doing some traveling south of the border. We are going to stay home or travel to, say, Mexico or like Andrea in Cuba. But looks as if the latest airline to cancel some flights is Flair Air. They are suspending their flights to Nashville, effective immediately. Flair will not be flying to Nashville for the rest of the year, said Kim Bowie, Director of Communications for Flair Airlines. They are not alone. Air Canada has also said it would reduce flights to Arizona, Florida, and Las Vegas starting in April. WestJet told the Canadian press that it had been seen bookings shift from the U.S. to places like Mexico and the Caribbean. Sunwing Airlines has dropped all of its U.S. flights, while Air Transat has reduced service to the country. Another Canadian airline, Porter Airlines, told the National Post it was pulling back on its advertising of American destinations because even the advertising of it is starting to cause customers to contact the airline and say, why are you flying there? Well, they are an airline, and people may still want to go. I mean, ultimately, the decision is going to be left up to the traveler. But at the end of the day, you can't argue with supply and demand. And if the demand is not there, whether it's the U.S., whether it is Colombia, whether it's Paris, France, whether it's London, England, if the demand is not there, then it's in the best interest of the airlines to not fly, because it's expensive to put a plane in the air, especially when there's no passengers there. And a lot of people don't want to go right now. That's okay. This, they say, mixed with a low Canadian dollar and recent high-profile airline incidents. What? What do you mean high-profile airline incidents? What do you mean? You mean the people that are still drunk fighting with each other on board? Or the doors coming off the plane? Or the plane landing without a wing and turning over into snow? Stuff like that? We knew that was going to catch up with us too. So there's a bunch of reasons why it looks as if, some Canadian airlines will not be flying into the United States anymore. Some. Molly says, is there any that are shut down in Alberta or Chicago or Wisconsin? My buddy's coming down in June and was worried about that. I think it'll be okay. I think that some of these airlines really bulk up on things like Las Vegas. There's extra trips added, and I think they're just pulling them back. I don't think you're going to see all travel to the U.S. canceled. That just can't happen because there's still business being done. There's still relatives down. There's people that have family. You can't just shut it off like they did in COVID. You can't do that. But it is something to put on the radar so that you do check with your airline. And if you're finding that you can't get those flights, you might have to drive across the border and fly out of the U.S. if that's something that you want to do. Actually, old Chickie is doing that. She's going because she's going to Florida. She said that she's glad that she booked her flight out of Minot, which is a city just across the border in North Dakota. How will airlines make money if they're canceling so many? Well, that's a good question. I think that, this is part of the repercussions of what's happening right now in our world. This is, there's the shock and awe of the news of the stuff that's going on. And then all of a sudden it takes a while. It takes a few weeks. We talked about this to see the fallout, to see the reaction of businesses and governments and companies who unfortunately might have to lay off workers. I don't know. We'll have to see how this goes. Let's just keep our fingers crossed that this is a temporary measure, because here's the thing. Airlines can pivot. We saw that through COVID, and this thing could be put to bed in a matter of weeks. We could be here in the summertime and everything is back to where it was. And then we're going to be telling you about airlines adding flights again and re-putting flights back on and having people travel again. So this is where we're at in this point in time. And it's just something to keep an eye on. Ryan says we're booked for Vegas in June out of Winnipeg. Are you going to Winnipeg? Quentin says they'll likely just increase the ticket prices and pass those savings on to us. What? Oh, you're so right. That is so true. Yeah. Anyway, we'll have to wait and see what happens there. And again, we'll keep you updated on any developments there. Now, let's talk about happy countries. And we will just kind of pivot a little bit to the United States, because they are not a happy country. What? They didn't crack the top 10 list of happiest countries in the world. The 2025 World Happiness Report, done by the University of Oxford. It's a United Nations-sponsored report conducting a study into the well-being of all countries on Earth. It's a comprehensive study, and it ranks countries based on self-assessed life evaluations of the last 2 years, from 2022 to 2024. Here are the top 25 happiest countries on the planet. First, let's just get it out of the way. Number 1 is Finland. What is going on in Finland? And here's the thing about Finland is it's a cold country. And this is their 8th year of doing this. They're good at hockey. They're good at healthcare. They're decent at business. But it's not warm there in Finland, is it? Finland has been ranked as the happiest country on Earth for 8 consecutive years. Meantime, the United States has fallen to its lowest ever position. It is just in the top 25 at number 24. And the reason for that, they say the top reason that the United States is not even political, and I know this might surprise you, but this ties in with food, fun places, and mayhem. They say that 1 in 4 Americans are now eating all their meals by themselves. All their meals by themselves. It is an incredibly lonely time to be in the United States. Mix that in with the political stuff, and it's not a fun time. It's not fun times. Their lowest ever position at 24. And, of course, I wanted to see, where's Canada? Where's Canada? Where did Canada rank in the happiness? Where do you think we are? If America is at 24, where is Canada? Finland is number 1. United States, 24. Where's the United Kingdom? Where's France? Where's our European friends? Zill says loneliness sucks indeed. It's terribly sad. Okay, so let's do it. Here come the top 25. Are you ready? United Arab Emirates at 25, followed by the United States, Malta, France, Taiwan. The United Kingdom is at number 20, followed by the Czech Republic, Belgium, Germany at 17. Ireland is at 16. Wow, I'm surprised Ireland isn't a little higher up. They just had St. Patrick's Day. We got some guesses coming in. Cindy says probably around 19. Quentin says around 4. Oh, he's optimistic. Tracy says 14. We can see who's optimistic and who's a realist. Quentin says number 4. No. Canada did not crack the top 10, unfortunately. Ireland we did better than Ireland, though. 16. Michelle thinks 10. Zumba Bernice says 11. Austria is at 15. New Zealand at 14. Borrowed Bean thinks 6. Pebbles, Canada's 12. And Pebbles probably Googled it. Didn't you Google it? You got ahead of me. Australia is 13. So we beat Ireland, Germany, the U.S., France. Canada is number 12. We are at number 12. Yes, Pebbles, good guess if you didn't Google it. Canada is number 12 in the nation. So here are some countries that are happier than Canada, in case you're contemplating a move. Switzerland at number 11. They got all the big banks there. Swiss bank accounts, they're rich. But this is interesting. And I am seeing this more and more. People, when they're relocating, thinking about a place to move, it's affordable, it's warm, it's happy, it's in our hemisphere, and coming in at number 10, andale. Anybody got some tequila? Number 10 is Mexico. Mexico came in at number 10. So take that, America. Take that, Canada. Mexico came in at number 10. It's because of the tequila. I said it. I've always said it. Since the beginning. Zill says, my oldest is moving out next week. My youngest doesn't really want much to do with me anymore. Oh, no. Loneliness hits super hard lately. Puppy dog, perhaps. Oh, my puppy dog is my best friend. I love my little Dizzy. I'm sorry to hear that, Zill. I'm glad you're here, though. Glad that you're here. And, hey, Mexico, hey, that's always a great place to go. Followed by Luxembourg. I don't know where that is. Israel at number 8. Really? Wow. It's not like there's not lots of stuff going on over there. Israel checked in at number 8. Norway at number 7. Costa Rica at number 6. The Netherlands at 5. Sweden at 4. Iceland at 3. Really? Then Denmark, then Finland. These Nordic countries, I don't know why we just don't send our smartest people with a pad and paper to the Nordic countries. Whether it's, and guys, I mean, we're an ice hockey country. They've got things figured out. They've got the happiest population, the healthiest population. The economies are good. They did the best through COVID. I think Sweden was number 1 of the economy that just shut down a little bit, but was able to keep their citizens safe. They cracked the code in Sweden. These Nordic countries, they've got it figured out, and they're good at hockey. So Finland is 1, followed by Denmark, Iceland, Sweden, the Netherlands. Costa Rica is at 6. Again, in North America, Mexico was at 10, the highest ranking, followed by Canada at 12, and then the U.S. way down the list at 24. So that's who's happy. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy that it's the first day of spring. And you'll be happy wandering on into your favorite co-op store to pick up some treats for the first day of spring. Smokies for the barbecue. Some of those Co-op Gold burgers, they are delicious. March on into your favorite food store. And it's at this time we want to mention that Co-ops of Westman are not just about the food store. They're also about hardware, too. So if you're thinking of doing some spring renovations, some painting, maybe some construction, check out Co-ops of Westman. You're at home here at Heritage, Pembina, Twin Valley, Valley View, Boundary, and Hamiota Co-op, too. coopsofwestman.ca. And, of course, they jump to the pump for you when it comes to putting gas in your car, too. They've got the petroleum centers and farm centers, too. Our farming friends will be starting seeding anytime now, next couple weeks. Our friends at Auto Fashion, happy first day of spring from Cass and Herman and Auto Fashion. Again, they are the detailing experts of vehicles in our neighborhood. If you've got a dirty car, you got to get it over to Auto Fashion. If you've got a car that's been hit by hail, get it over to our friends at Auto Fashion. 255 17th Street North behind Lee's Buffet and Best West Pet Foods. Ceramic coating and paint protection, headlight restoration, fabric and leather protection, window tinting, paintless dent repair, and more. Auto Fashion. Happy first day of spring. Spring cleanup begins now with our friends at Auto Fashion. And at Kuiper's Family Bakery, if you're picking up some of those smokies or some hamburgers for the grill, you got to do it right. You got to make sure you've got the best bread for that meat, and that's where Kuiper's Family Bakery comes into play. They are Brandon's Bakery, your family bakery, where the art of baking comes alive in every delectable treat they create. Monster cookies, they got them. Garlic toast, they got it. You want some tarts, you want cheese buns, sausage rolls, good old-fashioned rye bread. When was the last time you had some beautiful, soft, and delicious rye bread? If it's a bread, they've got it for you, and they would love to see you. 1411 First Street, just north of the First and Richmond corner, beside Tasties. Cindy reminds us dollar deals are on a co-op. Oh, yeah, go get the flyer. Get that flyer. Dollar deals are always fun. It's a time to pack the freezer full of meat. I love the co-op department's meat department. It's fantastic. And so for the first time in American history, U.S. border officials say that the most smuggled thing into America is no longer drugs. It is no longer currency. It is no longer illegal crossings. U.S. officials have issued a warning to all international travelers. Please do not bring eggs into the country. Isn't that wild? These are wild times we're living in. Eggs. I just have this picture in my mind of the U.S.-Mexican border in this 1979 Cavalier with a muffler pulling up to the border crossing. A couple of guys behind the wheel. Hello. Hey, we got some business in America, man. And it's like, normally they'd pop the hood and, look at this. Bags and bags of God knows what. Trying to smuggle in God knows what. Now they're trying to smuggle in eggs. The egg situation in the United States has gotten so bad. Can you imagine being in that meeting? Welcome, this is a cartel meeting. We are going to pivot from our normal bit of business here, and we are going to start a new game of smuggling. Oh, what are we going to be smuggling now? We're going to, we're going to be smuggling eggs. Sorry, what? We've got bags and we got bales of stuff that we're attempting to get in the United States, and you're saying we're pivoting our business model to food? Oh yeah. No, there's big money in smuggling eggs. Egg interceptions are up 116% so far this year. Fentanyl is down 32%. There's no money in drugs anymore. There's no money in smuggling in the drugs. It's in smuggling in the eggs. Wow. Molly says, I can just say, I want 5 years of no historical events in my life. Can we go back to life being boring? Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be great? It just seems I think we're all getting tired of just when you thought you saw it all. Nope. There's something new. Something new that comes into view. Coming up next hour on the show, we are going to talk about the new Netflix show that has parents on the internet talking. And it is going to be a show that you're going to want to see if you aren't already. Adolescence is the name of the show. It is going to be the next baby reindeer. It is huge. We will watch the trailer together, and we'll have more details on why so many parents are watching this show and just fans of movies, because the the art of making this particular Netflix series is really is something special. And I watched my first episode last night, and it doesn't happen very often where it's like, oh, geez, I got to go to bed. Oh, geez, I want to watch some more. So anyway, more on that coming up next hour. But before we have to say goodbye to our friends on TikTok and X and YouTube and so on, we have got the 7 popular snacks that are shrinking in size. Careful. Next time you're at the store, or maybe you've seen this already. Let me know in chat if you've seen this already. Your favorite snacks are shrinking. Shrinkflation, they call this. When I was in the dollar store, I saw little bags of Lay's chips for $1. I'm like, wow, bags of chips for oh, look at how small they are. Pringles. The tube is starting to get smaller? What? Oh, no. Some people on the internet are saying that the tubes they're on a diet. They're getting skinnier. Oh, no. Big brand cereal boxes are starting to get smaller. Wow. There's a pattern where the boxes are getting skinnier, then they're getting shorter, then they're getting smaller. Wow. Pepperidge Farm cookies. A few people online mentioned Pepperidge Farm cookies aren't as big or filled as big in the bag as they used to be. Blessed Mama says, I think the same thing is happening with KD right now. There's less and less KD going in the box. Chips. Oh, there's my Lay's dollar chips. Some bags of chips as high as $7 right now. Oh, my God. They're going to wean us off chips. They're going to find a way to get us healthy, and it has nothing to do with it being bad for us. It's bad for the pocketbook. $7. But when I was in the dollar store, I saw them for $1. But it's just a teeny baby bag. Ritz crackers. A few people mentioned Ritz. The smaller packets are starting to make people mad. Ice cream. Well, I don't really buy the specialty ice cream. It's gold ice cream for me. I love that stuff. But some of the specialty ice cream is starting to get smaller. Old Chickie says, I've noticed the cereal. Not only are they shrinking, but the price is going up. Cindy says the Pringles tube is the same size, but they're putting less chips in the tube. And finally, Oreo cookies. They're chinsing on the filling? Are you kidding me? People on the internet are saying that the filling is getting smaller and they're putting more sugar in it so that they're hoping you don't notice. Well, then. So be on the lookout. All of a sudden, forget Ozempic. I mean, our budgets are going to have us losing weight going, what's going on here? Pebble says our cucumbers are getting smaller. Quentin says salad dressing bottles are smaller now. Not the generic ones, but Kraft are getting smaller. That's how they can offer them for 99 cents. You get a shot of Italian dressing, a shot of French. Holy cow. Wow. So shrinkflation is real. It's not your imagination. And it's something to keep an eye on, especially when it comes to things like snack foods. Anyway, we got to run. Thank you, TikTok. You guys have a great day. We are moving over to Twitch. Thank you, YouTube. We got to run.